everyone for joining us again. Today we're learning our lesson 17, a biblical community. But before we do anything, we're going to open up in prayer.
Lord Jesus, thank you for keeping us safe. Thank you for blessing us. Thank you for making us feel better and not getting the coronavirus. Please let us stay and not get the coronavirus. Please bless us. And amen.
Amen. Who remembers our memory verse of last week? It was Romans 12, verse 1. And what did the memory verse say? Do you remember, Fallon?
I think so.
Okay, shall I help you?
Yes.
Okay. It was when we offer our bodies to God, we are worshipping the right way. And today's memory verse is all about being a biblical community. Fallon's going to read our memory verse today, which is in Acts 2, verses 44.
All the believers came together and they shared what they had.
Awesome stuff. Thank you. Remember our memory verse, guys. Practice it and don't forget, it is Acts 2, verses 44. We're going to watch a little video quickly about Nehemiah and how they helped the church to be rebuilt.
After living in exile in foreign countries for many years, the Israelites were allowed to return to their homeland. As they returned home to their capital city of Jerusalem, they found that the wall that had once protected the city had been completely destroyed. There was an Israelite man named Nehemiah living in Persia as a servant to the king. One day, he received a report from his brother that many Israelites had returned to Jerusalem, but that the wall was in ruins. Nehemiah began weeping, praying that God would forgive the Israelites for the ways they had turned away from God, and that God would help them restore the city. Nehemiah then asked the king of Persia for permission to return to Jerusalem to help the Israelites begin rebuilding the wall. The king agreed, and Nehemiah traveled to Jerusalem. After he arrived back in Jerusalem, Nehemiah visited the wall and thoroughly inspected the ruins. Then he went to the priests and officials of Israel to share his plans. "You see the trouble we are in," Nehemiah said to them. "Jerusalem lies in ruins, and its gates have been burned with fire. Come, let us rebuild the wall of Jerusalem, and we will no longer be in disgrace." The officials replied, "Let us start rebuilding." Then, all of the people living in Jerusalem came together to begin work. Israelites from all backgrounds and walks of life joined together in the effort. Priests worked next to warriors. Warriors worked next to merchants, goldsmiths, perfume makers, and people of all other trades. Men, women, and families worked side by side to repair not only the wall, but the city gates as well, laying down beams, raising up doors, and putting bolts and bars in place. Through the leadership of Nehemiah and the combined effort of all of the people living in Jerusalem, the entire city wall was rebuilt in only 52 days.
Did you enjoy the video, Fallon? What do you remember? What do you see in the video?
I saw they were grouping, and I saw they were building because the house fell down, somebody burned it, and they were doing good stuff. Also I saw, what's his name? Riley.
Nehemiah. The cousin is Riley's brother, but this is Nehemiah in the Bible.
Okay, Nehemiah was,
Got everyone together to
yes.
work together. Yeah. So as we can see, it's important for us to work together, because when we work together, we can get a lot more done. But to help you remember, we put some games together for you. You're going to need some balloons and you're going to need some shoelaces. Mom and Dad, have some fun. Nicely work together, work together.
Start from over. And then I go this way, you go that way. Pull it this way, you go that way. You go that way. Right, then you make a loop. Make a loop. Then you will take it. Then you will take it that side. This one here. You pull it. There we go.
Yay! High five! I had a lot of fun, and as you can see, if we work together, we can get a lot more done, right? But if you try and do things on your own, you can get it done, but it'll just take a lot longer. But working together and sharing make things a lot more easier and a lot more lighter. Have a good week. Remember our memory verse this week. It is Acts 2 verses
44.
and the verse says,
All the believers came together and shared what they had.
awesome stuff. Have a lovely week. Bye.
Please follow us on Facebook. Facebook. And please follow us on YouTube. Goodbye.